Hi again, welcome to my channel. I'm so happy to share with you this drawing that I started. As you can see, I've already kind of laid down the foundation of my drawing. The day before, I spent some time just roughly drawing what I wanted to work on today. In today's case, I drew this a day ago. So what you're seeing here is me drawing with fresh eyes. I find that leaving my drawing and then coming back either several hours or days later help me to notice just any mistakes or any changes that I want to make. When I spend too much time in my drawing, my eyes tend to be comfortable with what I see. Then when it comes to finding those mistakes, it's a lot harder because my eyes are just adjusted to my drawing. So that's why I really like to take the time to step away from my drawing and then come back with fresh eyes. I normally don't take a whole day, but most of the time it's just, getting out of my seat, taking a step back. Now the subject that I'm drawing has lost a lot of its shape, so I'm going to go into some erasing. And I really like this part because after I've laid down the charcoal, I lose a lot of my edges, I lose a lot of the shape of my drawing, and I just like to bring that back. I wish I could say I had a clear strategy as to how I approach my drawings, but I just like to go back and forth between charcoal, my blending tool, and my eraser. Since I've been drawing and messing with paints, things like that since I was a kid, I never really got formal lessons until I was an adult, so I feel like I'm really set in my ways with my drawing process, which is why you'll see me bounce back between pencil and tool and eraser. So at this point, everything is looking really flat. So I'm going to go in and start adding some darkness. Adding value to your drawing is really what makes it pop, especially when you're just working with one color. I'm just working with black, and obviously the white comes from either not laying down the color or erasing. I didn't mention this earlier, but I'm actually drawing my hands. It's a picture that I took, and I actually prefer drawing from a picture just because it guarantees that my subject and shadows won't move. Now that I've laid down those shadows, I feel like my drawing is really starting to look more realistic. Another one of my favorite parts about the drawing process is working on negative and positive space. Now that I started working on that bottom left corner of my drawing, it really lifted the hands and made it seem like it's hovering over, and that shadow is starting to look a little bit more convincing. Yay, so now it's time for retouches. I lost a lot of my image at the top, especially because of the, in the beginning when I added the charcoal. When I did that, I knew that was going to happen, but after coming back and looking at my drawing, I knew that my fingers were a little bit messed up and I wanted to redo them anyways. So now it's just a good time for me to remap where the fingers are and measure them out correctly. I didn't want to lose too much of the sharpness that I had made with the charcoal, so that's why I came in with my blending tool as opposed to my finger to kind of mix everything and blend it all out. I can be a little bit more precise with this. And sometimes this just happens. I end up just drawing with my blending tool instead of drawing with the pencil. Even looking back now, I can see a lot of mistakes. I know that the left hand, the top finger is a little bit too thick. But honestly, I think that's okay because overall, I really liked the drawing and I'm really proud of it, and it's actually hanging on my wall. I also don't think I have to like every part of my drawing because I had a lot of fun drawing the fingers, like the fingernails. And when I look at this picture, I'm going to look at the fingernails and say wow, I like how I did the fingernails. I like that I added that because it gave another part to my drawing that didn't have to be there. I think it could have been oversimplistic and just kept it without the shadows on the fingernails. But you know what? Today I learned to draw fingernails. And so now I'm really just taking my time, going into those little details. And sometimes I feel like I can't tell if I'm making progress. Right now I can't tell if I'm actually picking up graphite with my kneaded eraser. But I'm whatever makes me feel like I'm making progress. After this, you'll see that I'm going to erase the top part just because that's where my light source is coming from. So I wanted to bring back that light into the picture. And then I'm gonna go in and do some little retouches, erase, add, erase, add. Believe it or not, we're making it towards the end of the video. And hopefully you find this either entertaining or relaxing, but mostly just relatable to all the artists out there who are just wanting to grow. You're not alone. And please feel free to subscribe and like. I want to keep making more videos, and I want to keep drawing. I also want to explore some like more painting videos. So if you'd like to see that, yeah, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.